So you were 106 kilos.
Yeah.
You go for your powerlifting event.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was fine. I benched more than I squatted. That was... I had bad knees. At the time. So yeah, I say that like it was probably just me being a bit of a bitch looking back at it.
It sounds like it sounds like the bitch was in charge of that.
Yeah.
That reply.
Time, yeah. So I squatted 140 and I benched 150. And then
you were 140, 150 for bench.
Yep, yeah. I just had one attempt on squat because I was like, oh, my knees are bad, so I'll just do because you have to do something to get a total.
Right.
Otherwise, if you bomb out on squats, they call it. If you don't do any, then you're out of the competition. So I had 140 squat, 150 bench, and then my deadlift attempts were 230, 245, and 260. In the 260, I locked it out, put it down in that, and I get 2 red lights, which means it's a no lift. And even looking back at it now, I think it was ridiculous. But like that was my first 260 deadlifts. I was buzzing, and then they were like, no lift. I hadn't locked my knees out apparently, but
it was a rough call.
I would say so, yeah. But we're past that now.
Aye, but it take you a while to go over that one.
Yeah. I still watch it back. It's a guys put it on YouTube. And I still sometimes show folks, like, look, that's what powerlifting's like. Mm-hmm. Like, strongman, you can hitch it up and everything, but powerlifting, it's got to be textbook, such a clean rep. Yeah.
So it didn't put you off then?
No.
Did you do? How long did you do the powerlifting for?
About 3 years as well. Right. 3.5 years, yeah. And I think my best lifts, even they were decent, but they weren't overly impressive compared to maybe a lot of the strongmen now. But like I squatted 290, I benched 195. I think my deadlift was 317, or 320. I think it was. So they were decent numbers.
In
that,
3 years, you went from bitching 140 squats. I've got bad knees.
Yeah, more than doubled it. Yeah.
What was your total? Your
290.
290
was the squat, yeah.
On a squat?
Yeah.
Your knees certainly got a bit better but in the interim, didn't they?
Yeah. I don't know what that was. Yeah.
290 is a good squat at your height.
Aye, it's okay.
Especially really strict form.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Because it's super strict. I mean,
it's the depth. And so it's IPF was like the federation that I would compete in. And they are kind of known for being the strictest. So like the depth has to be clear.
What's the benchmark for the depth?
It is hip crease below knee. So it's hard to kind of explain without showing, but when you squat, you wear a singlet, and the reason is so they can see your hip crease.
Yeah.
And so they can see like if your bum comes off the bench, when you're benching, that'll be a no lift as well. So you can see a hip crease there, and it's got to be below the top of your knee in the bottom of the squat. So effectively, this position here as well, that's how low I'd have to get in the squat, this kind of knee angle, which was a challenge at my height, I would say.
It's back to that, you need to move that much further down.
Yeah.
Because your hips are higher up, your legs are longer.
Aye.
It's the whole mechanical thing.
I counteracted that by doing a low bar squat. So I'd get the bar as far down in my traps as I could. I don't even have the mobility to get the bar there anymore, to be honest, that I have to do high bar now.
Yep.
But it was so far down my back that I would squat down and like lean forward with the bar so that I was almost folded in half at the bottom of a squat. But that's what it took to get to that point where the hip crease was below. And then I could bounce back up out the hole and just upper back and just push it back.
People don't realise like how, I know it's hard for people who haven't done a heavy squat, but the other thing that people don't get when you've got that much weight on the bar is the bar's actually flexing.
It can do.
I mean, it's like it's got that kind of. I don't know if the power lifters have got bars that don't flex that much.
They use a stiff bar, so like it's got minimal flex, but there's still a wee bit.
Yeah.
Especially like more at the higher weights, I would say. Like, I mean, there's guys in IPF that were squatting 400 plus, and you can certainly see when they unrack it and they step back, it's undulating a wee bit. But yeah, it doesn't really affect you on that bar until you get to higher levels. Like that was an Alico stiff bar, it's called, and it costs it's over $1,000.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, I mean, I've just used the normal kind of Olympic bar.
Yeah, Olympic bars bend. Yeah.
I mean, you can feel the flex.
Oh, you'll feel that from 100 kilos onwards on an Olympic bar, probably. Yeah, but they're built to flex.
Are they?
So, yeah, if it's for Olympic lifting, because I don't know much about Olympic lifting, but what I do know, when it gets up to your shoulders up in the rack position, like you want that wee bit of bounce,
a wee bit of spring.
Yeah, and when you do the dip before starting the jerk, I think they call it, it assists you So obviously you time it so that with the whip, when it's on its way back up, that's when you initiate.
Try and get under
press,
it.
Yeah, get under it. Yeah.
Yep.